Welcome to Storied Audio. My name is Elena, and for most of my life, fear was the only language I understood. I grew up in a house where doors slammed, where anger lived in the walls, and where I learned to make myself small just to survive. When I finally left, I thought I was escaping it, but the men I chose afterward felt like echoes of the home I ran from. Different faces, same danger. I didn't know what safety looked like. I didn't trust it when I saw it. Then I met Brandon. He was gentle in a way that made me suspicious at first. He didn't raise his voice. He didn't grab my wrist when he was frustrated. He didn't demand explanations. Being with him felt like stepping into sunlight after years underground. One afternoon, I was in his kitchen, humming to myself, actually relaxed for once. I didn't hear him come in. I didn't hear his footsteps. All I felt were arms suddenly wrapping around me and lifting me off the ground. And my body reacted before my mind could catch up. I screamed. A raw, terrified scream I didn't even know was still inside me. I fought, kicking, clawing, desperate, because for a split second, I wasn't in my kitchen. I was back in every moment I had ever been trapped. He let go immediately. I spun around and slapped him across the face. Hard. I was shaking, crying, unable to breathe. He looked stunned, but not angry. Never angry. "Please just go," I whispered. So he left. And the moment the door closed, I sank to the floor and sobbed until my chest hurt. I was sure I had ruined everything. That no one would stay after being hit. That I had proven myself too broken to love. Days passed. I didn't call. I didn't know how to explain something I had spent my whole life hiding. But guilt is heavy, and losing him felt heavier. So one evening, I drove to his apartment. My eyes were still red from crying. When he opened the door, I could barely look at him. "I'm sorry," I whispered. "I shouldn't have hit you." I told him everything, about my childhood, about the men who came after, about the fear that lived in my bones. I told him how being grabbed from behind wasn't playful to me. It was a trigger, a memory, a wound. When I finished, I felt empty. Certain he'd step back, say he needed space, say I was too much. Instead, he stepped forward and wrapped his arms around me, slowly, gently, giving me every chance to pull away. "I would never hurt you," he said softly. "But I need you to tell me things like this. I can't protect you from what I don't know." Something inside me cracked open. For the first time in my life, I believed someone when they said they weren't going anywhere. I rested my head against his chest, letting myself breathe. And in that moment, I realized this relationship was different. Safe. Real. Something I didn't have to survive, something I could grow in. And for the first time, I let myself relax into love instead of bracing for the moment it would disappear. Subscribe for more audio stories.